everybody. Welcome back to Belladonna Joe. Coming at you. It's Sunday right now, and boy, it's been kind of a crazy week. A lot of up and down emotions, and with September being National Recovery Month, and then Wednesday, the 31st of August, is National Overdose Awareness. And as you know, like, that's very hard for a lot of people. I have multiple people that I've lost to, overdoses, and a lot of my friends, and a lot of them I don't have anymore. They're not around, and it's very sad because, I hardly have anybody left. I have like 2 people left. Of course, I have my cousin, and I have a girl that I met in my treatment that I've been friends with since day one. But I just wanted to show you guys a picture. This is my girl, Adrian. She was my friend, and she died in 2017. It wasn't to an overdose. It was her heart, because of the shooting up, caused a heart infection, and she died in the hospital because of that. She was just really cool, really full of life, really spirited. Just like, she wasn't scared of anything. She was like a go-getter, She was just at it. Like, she loved fashion. Like, she didn't care what anybody thought of her, what she was wearing. Like, she rocked anything that she thought was cool, and she looked good doing it too, But I will never forget her and some of the crazy stories that she had, and we had some fun. Like, it seems like just yesterday, actually, that we did stuff together, but it's not yesterday. And, I gotta remember that the good stuff about her and not the bad, because that's not gonna help anybody. It's remembering the bad stuff. Also, I wanted to share with you guys some things. Well, of course, you guys know I'm an AML fan, of course, for sure. But I did get some things, like, I'm going to be handing these out to a couple of people that I know. A girl that works as a supervisor at a residential treatment place, and a couple of, like, a counselor that I know, and another couple of people. It's basically just, they're decals of I seek to listen and support. It doesn't matter like what state you're in. These are just decals you can put like wherever to let people know, like, you're here to listen and support them, judgment free. Because like I told you guys, I've been volunteering and going in somewhere. I'm not gonna mention where, but I've been going somewhere and helping out, distributing medical supplies to people that come in and get them, But also, I have been going out in the community, hitting the streets myself. I don't bring my bag with me. I bring a backpack, obviously. But I've been just giving people some stuff they need. Like, we have in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, we have like the nasal Narcan things, But, people need them. They need them. Then we do have like the injectable Narcan stuff, which I know this is like 4 milligrams, and this is like 0.4. So like, this is like way more potent, whatever. But I basically just give people, like, we have whatever they need. Like, if they need these kind or the other kind. I put these together myself. I just put some of these in here, and then I give them a pack of this. This just has like some alcohol wipes, cotton tie, rigs, and then I am going to like put a personal little note inside of each bag, because I make these, and I get the like little things from the dollar store of like just some like the hand sanitizers, because those are, so I find those sometimes even cheaper than $1 from like Myers or Target. I mean, not Target, Walmart, if they're on sale. I find those are really cheap, because a lot of people in the street, they want hand sanitizer. So I buy those with my money, and I buy like some lotion, like little things of lotion, because I go online and find some coupons and, you know, just get those because people need that. And, but I go out in the community, I give it out because, you know, here the places are only open like 3 days a week, and you know, you gotta go there to go get it. So there's nobody that I know of that goes in the community and walks around and, you know, gives away medical supplies or, you know, gauzes or antibiotics, triple antibiotic and stuff for their wounds. Nobody does that. So I figured, you know, what the hell? Why don't I do that? Because, you know, I volunteer somewhere, I get some of the stuff, and I get some of the stuff out of my own money, you know, just little things, you know, and that helps out other people, because if they can't get there, you know, the 3 days a week that they're open, and that's not a big time frame, then, you know, somebody has to do that, because, you know, these people are human. I'm human, and it's just gotten so bad. I know, like, Wisconsin, we just got, like, awarded, what, like, millions of dollars in a opioid settlement, and, like, there's a big confrontation on how they want to use the funds, how do they want to use the money for that, and, of course, you know, it's going to be awarded to, like, expensive rehabs that, like, nobody's going to be able to get into, and be awarded to stuff that is not going to be really helping everybody, you know, and it's just really sad. And for me, I am like one of those people that, you know, I have real life experiencing what it is. Like, for example, the fentanyl testing strips. Okay, like, reality, nobody walks in and says, hey, can I get some of those, like, testing strips? Because, like, when I was using, I wouldn't be like, oh, let's test it and see if it's fentanyl first. And if it's fentanyl, oh, I can't use it. Oh, like, who has the money for that, you know, to test it and be like, oh, it's fentanyl? Okay, I can't do it. I'm sorry. No. Like, nah, you're going to test it and then be like, oh, it's fentanyl? Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I don't have money to waste. Like, why would I waste my, you know, people are not going to be using that, because who has money to be, like, wasting away, you know? And plus, everything has fentanyl in it. Nothing's heroin anymore. It's not like 2016 anymore, you know? I just think the whole way that we're coming at it is completely wrong. Like, we don't even, like, give these out, these fentanyl things. We don't even give these out because people don't even use them, you know? These testing things. I mean, we're coming at it completely wrong. You know, it's a shame because it's a waste of money. And then you have crazy people that think that what I'm doing or what other people are doing in other states is a sin, or you have some people that are in recovery that are clean and they think, oh, why, that's going against everything I believe in, giving somebody that kind of stuff. Well, okay, it's not, because it's providing other people with services. You know, because people use drugs. You're not gonna have a community where everybody does not do drugs. People use drugs for obviously a million reasons, and, you know, who knows? You know, who knows why? You're not gonna be able to sit there and guess why, because there's a million reasons. But what you can do is provide safe tools and educate people about it, you know, how to use safely, or, you know, let them know about it, because that's all you can do. And I'm sorry, a lot of, you know, communities or government leaders think that it's so wrong to be handing out needles or doing this, but, you know, but then once, you know, somebody in their family overdoses, or the addiction comes to somebody in their family, then it's like, oh my gosh, we gotta do something to help. You know, it's just, it's sickening is what it is, because, you know, addiction does not discriminate against anybody. And as you can see, like, not only Milwaukee, but, you know, Detroit Phoenix, Arizona, especially Kensington. It doesn't matter, suburbs or inner city. It's, connected, because it is what it is. You're gonna get the same kind of drugs that you're gonna find in the city. It's gonna, one person introduces somebody to this kind of drug from the city, brings it to the suburbs, the suburb population gets wind of that, and they start wanting that, and then they go down to the city. It just, I don't know. It's, a lot of things have to change, and I'm only one person, but I'm not the only one that feels like this. I know that, Mike from Jones and Eagles, you're out like every day in the community. You and Chiffon, man, you guys are at it, like, for real. And I know a lot of other people that are totally like committed 100% to helping people, and it's hard. It's very hard, because I wish there was more outreach and programs available to people, because it's not just a state problem, it's a national problem. Not a problem, it's a crisis at this point. A lot of, like the jails, in Milwaukee. I personally have not been in the Milwaukee jail since 2009, and I did a year there. But, during that time, the nurses, the doctors, they're basically like textbook read. They think, okay, you can't die from heroin withdrawals. Well, okay, all right, you can't, fine. But right now, like currently, it's not heroin anymore, it's fentanyl. And they are dying from the withdrawals. So how many cases have we had in the Milwaukee County Jail since 2017? How many people have died from withdrawals? Probably like 6. And that being said, a couple of them were tested. No heroin was in them. It was, fentanyl, carfentanil, some other stuff. But a lot, especially the detoxes here, they think, oh, you're going to be throwing up. Of course you are. But, after what, like 7 days, you're still throwing up. You're still, a lot of other stuff. The medical society needs to, like, educate themselves about this stuff, because, the fentanyl or the other kind of components that are being put together, like the xylazine, everything like that, I know for me, getting off like fentanyl, that was 1,000 times worse than heroin, and having all 3 of my kids combined times 1,000. Let's see, I've been clean since June 1st, 2019, and at the time I didn't even know I was using that, but somebody said, hey Joe, that's like fentanyl you're using, that's why it's like purple, and that's why you're sick every like 3 hours. I'm like, damn, really? Oh my, what? And then I was like, wow, they're right, because every 3 hours, literally like clockwork, every 3 hours I was up, had to do some just to be normal. And if I did too much, I would be like, nodded out. And I got on methadone. I was still using a year and a half after being on methadone. And then I started using cocaine with the fentanyl, because, if the fentanyl was too strong, I needed the coke to like wake up so I could be able to work, to make the money. But then I found out I was pregnant, and when you're pregnant and using, your body is like so crazy, like, and being on methadone, you don't, scientifically, nobody knows like how much of methadone the baby gets, and nobody knows that. You can't tell. So like being on methadone, your dose goes up. So my dose was at 210 milligrams, and I admitted myself into the hospital, to get off, because I did a bag of heroin, and it didn't do anything to me. I was still throwing up so bad, like throwing up every 20 minutes, like yellow vial, literally shaking, my lips clattering, or it was just so bad, sweating, throwing up, peeing my pants. It was so bad, like in a desperate, frantic mode. And in the hospital, the goal was for them to get me just stabilized on the methadone, because being pregnant, they can't just detox you off everything because that's harmful for the baby. But I was not able to literally keep anything down, no liquids, nothing. So what they did, they have an IV in me, of course, and like I remember like 3 doctors in there, and it was dark in the room, and 3 of them talking like, I don't know what to do with her. I don't know. I mean, she's not responding to the morphine shots, because they were giving me shots of morphine, and it wasn't doing anything really, because my lip, I'm like clattering, I'm still throwing up, and they're like, well, I don't know what to do. We gave her morphine, we did this, and they can't give me methadone IV, so they just kept, I don't know, I just had to sit through it. And then after about 3 days, they started giving me the oral methadone, like the pills of it, and then slowly got me off the morphine and just on the methadone. And after that, after like 7 days, I got to leave the hospital, and then from there, I stayed clean, because that was hell. I still, threw up a little, like maybe like once every 3 days, and I was still like kind of shaky like that, in your hands. But it was hell going through that, and I can't believe I even made it through. But I physically did not start feeling better until, I don't know, maybe like 3-4 months. I mean, having a mental illness on top of that is like even more hard, because it's like people are trying to diagnose your mental illness, but then you have your physical symptoms of withdrawals, and you can't sleep, and all this stuff going on. But like for me, I just realized that time is what saved my life. Like just having time pass by, that saved me, because I gave it to God and just said, God, please just help me. I will do anything. Help me. Just get me through this. And I tried to go to some AA, NA meetings. I tried some, and people said, oh, try this one, or if you don't like that one, try another one. So I did that. It didn't do so well for me. That was not my thing. My thing was my counselor at my methadone program. She has 10 years experience. She has a master's in child development, and she had a women's group, and that really, really helped me. Just being in a women's group together, talking about things, that was the most helpful thing for me. And I'm not in that group anymore. That was just a year thing, but those kinds of things helped me more than an NA or NA kind of group thing. That was just never my thing. I have made myself, realize who I am as a person now, and have gotten myself back into some of the things that I used to love in life, because I haven't done swimming or dance classes. I haven't done that in years, and I was scared about doing that stuff again. But once you're clean for a long time, now you got more stuff to worry about. For instance, the relationship with my family, my grandfather, everything. I never in my life thought that I would repair that relationship, but I did, and I didn't even expect to repair it. I just thought, okay, it's not ever gonna happen, so I'm just gonna not even think about that. But after the years kind of passed, then I noticed, they treated me differently and trust me again. And it's honestly the best feeling ever. It's better than winning $1 million, because I can tell you, having your family, having, you know, the people in your life that care about you, that's the most happiest feeling in the world. But anyways, you guys, I am going to, that's my neighbors outside, the loud music you guys can hear. I want to let you guys know that since September is National Recovery Month, I will be having a couple guests on my channel, and a couple of them you guys know, and I will let you guys know later. Stay tuned. Thank you for viewing, and please like and subscribe my videos. My next one I will be posting later. I have a lot to do right now. I have my crazy kids in the other room I'm gonna make lunch for. As I said before, you guys stay good. Please just take some time for yourselves, and please remember that you are not alone. And always remember, just if you're having a hard time, just remove yourself from the situation and just for real take some deep breaths. I know that's like so like overrated, like, oh, everybody says that, but honest to God, like, I didn't even notice, but my shoulders like tense up, but when you like let it go, you're good. Please, you guys, I will talk to you guys later. And also, this is my girl right here. All right, I will talk to you guys later. See you. In loving memory of Adrian Ray, born to eternal life, April 19th, 2017.